Hello everyone. Today in this video, we will be discussing career aspects of physical education. This is a million-dollar question, isn't it? Like what we gonna do after we graduate or we postgraduate? Because we live in a country where employment is one of the biggest issues, and we generally come from a family background where we definitely need a career option, a good career option which can give us bread and butter. So the general tendency of a Indian household is after passing out from school, we tend to go towards engineering or medical. We basically lack the general knowledge, like there are other fields too where we can earn good money and we can run our life. So I won't be discussing each one of them, but I will be surely discussing the career aspects of physical education which people generally do not know. And there are many misconceptions regarding physical education because people think like the students who get enrolled into physical education, they don't do anything, they just play, they don't have any productive things to do. So that's everything is a is a lie, or it's a misconception which people generally do not know. So after this video I will make sure like you have this good conception about physical education, like you can earn good amount of money, you can earn your daily bread and butter from this profession too. This is a profession which is going to stay today and which is going to remain in our future as well, because the present scenario is as such, because we will be needing physical education or sports sciences in our daily life to excel in our life. So let's move forward to our presentation. The main objective that we are going to cover in this presentation would be to learn about the opportunities provided by physical education, like what at all are the opportunities we can avail from this profession, and how we can learn about different courses that are being provided by different universities available in the field of physical education. And at last we will be going to discuss what are the qualities that are being required to be a good physical education teacher. A career in physical education, this is one of the million-dollar question that I have come across in my life, because when I opted for physical education, people generally question like what you gonna do after after you pass out, after you graduate, even after you postgraduate. So making a career in a physical education is like breaking a stereotype concept in our country, because people generally think who are related to physical education, the people who are related to physical education, they are good for nothing, they don't have any productive things to do. So but a career in physical education can lead you to a wide range of career option. Maybe you can be, or you can join health clubs, you can join sports good manufacturer, you can be a good sports marketeer, or a commentator in a sport, a sports journalist, or a trainer maybe. There are many options available for you, and whichever options suits you good, you can join it. Okay, so let's take a peek like what physical education has to really offer. So before that, let's see a point. Physical education is a professional course which is based on certain parameters of tests such as written test, physical fitness test, and sports proficiency test. It is the most probably it is the only field in which you will have to come across all the three kind of things, in which you have to appear in written test, you have to be physically fit, and also you have to be good in sports as well. Okay, so the first profession that we will be discussing today in the field of physical education would be the teaching profession. As we all know, teaching is a noble profession, but a respect what physical education teacher gets in school is it's just pathetic, because he does all the hard work, he does everything in his capacity, and still he's the black sheep of the school, because his hard work is not even recognized. So for being a physical education teacher, you need to have a bachelor degree in physical education, you can have BPEd, that is bachelor's in physical education. You can have a BSc in physical education or health education, or you can have a BPE that in sports. So you, after getting these degrees, you can be a trained graduate teacher in a government or a private school till 10th standard. Okay, so for getting into schools, the minimum criteria or minimum degree what you need to have is a bachelor degree. Okay, and that too up to 10th standard. But if you want to teach the student of class 12, then you need to have MPEd as well, that is masters in physical education. It has to be done, it has to be completed within 2 years. It's a 2-year degree course, and after completing masters along with your bachelor's, you can be a postgraduate teacher who can teach to class 11th and class 12th standard, or for higher education. Okay, now next, if you are aiming towards higher education like in universities and in colleges, you can get a PhD degree after completion of your masters, and you will be eligible for the post of lecturer, or now it is commonly known as the assistant professor in colleges and universities. But for that you have to clear national eligibility test, that is NET or CTET. Okay, so these are the two mandatory tests that you need to qualify uh, in physical education. So this is the chart. If you want to join physical education in teaching cadre, then these are the available options in front of you. You can join as a PRT school teacher, like the primary teachers what we get, the TGT trained graduate teacher up to class 10th, or the PGTs, the postgraduate teachers up to class 12th. They are, and the lecturers or assistant professors who teaches in school, who teaches in colleges and universities. You can be an associate professor or a reader. You can also be a sports researcher, and you can also be the head of the institute. So these are the available teaching option, or the most, most prominent teaching option, which also pays you good. So it will look after your expenses, and these are the jobs that, that gives you the required amount of respect, and also you are properly taken care of. Okay, next, as we all know, physical education is not just about teaching, but here we also indulge ourselves in coaching as well. There are many people who are not good, who can't be a good teacher because they know their forte is, not good teaching, but they can be a good coach. So coaching is another teaching option in physical education and sports. So for becoming a good coach, you need to have a professional coaching degree, and the best specialized coaching program is being conducted by NSNIS Patiala, that is Netaji Subhash National Institute of Sports, where you are being offered different coaching diplomas, and in different type of games. Like you can pursue, if you are good in cricket, if you are good in hockey, volleyball, or any individual sports, you can go to NSNIS Patiala. You can have your diploma, and you can be a good coach. There are many other private and government institutions, colleges and universities, or academies, or other non-profit organization (NGOs) who are conferring diplomas in sports coaching. So, what are the options available in coaching? Let's see the chart. So, if you want to be a coach, then you can be the coach of state team, national team, or Indian team coach as well. You can be the coach of a school, college, or university team. You can also join as a coach in the training academies. Like nowadays, there are many academies in different games, and they are also hiring coaches, good coaches, so that the children who are coming and training with them, they can be, benefited. There are many stadiums in our country who are hiring coaches, and along with the stadiums, there are specialized elite centers who hire, specialized coaches, so that their trainees can be trained. And also there are opportunities in government and private institutions as well for coaching purposes. Okay, now there are, along with coaching, there are many administrative job options as well in physical education. Like if you don't want to get into teaching, if you don't want to get into coaching, you are good in managing things, then you can join the administrative posts in physical education as well. So the posts are like sports officer or assistant director in colleges, institutions, universities. And They are also eligible to work in international national championship as an official, like Commonwealth, Asian Games. Like if you're good in officiating, then you may also join these competitions. You have to be, get in touch with your federation, and you can enroll yourself. You have to, get you have to clear certain tests, and after that you can be, uh, you can work as a referee, or you can work as an official in national championship as well. So let's see the administrative career what we can have in physical education. You can be a sports officer in university, college, institution. There are many universities or colleges where they don't have the subject, the teaching subject of physical education, so they hire as a administrative post of a sports officer. So they have to look after the sports sector in that particular institution or in that particular college. You can be the assistant director in institution and universities. You can be the director in education in universities. You can be a liaison officer or the directorate of general of World Cup. You can be a physical training instructor as well. So these are the posts that doesn't require any kind of coaching diploma or any kind of um, teaching experiences. These are totally based on administration and how you manage things in those particular administration. You have to basically run things there. Okay. Now you can also be a trainer here. So for candidates who successfully complete diploma or bachelor's in degree in physical education, they are also eligible to work as a fitness trainer or gym trainer. Nowadays we are living in a country, we are living in a situation where fitness is one of the highest, you know we give a very high priority to fitness. So, and for that particular thing to be fit, we are hiring gym trainers, we are hiring fitness trainer, we are also hiring yoga and health trainer in private and government institutions. There are many gymnasiums, maybe it can be a private gym or it can be a government gym. They're also hiring these trainers as on a part-time or in a full-time basis as well. You can also join professional academies or clubs as a fitness or yoga trainer. And the other training options to be a trainer are, you can be a gym trainer, like what we see in our gymnasiums. Like when we work out, there are some trainers who are helping us, who are telling us what to do, what not to do in a gym, how to train. There are personal trainers. If you don't want to go in a gym, you can hire your own personal trainer who will be, looking after your training part, your diet, everything. Trainers in academies and clubs, if you join any club, or maybe it can be a swimming club, it can be a yoga club. So there you will see there are trainers as well who will train you and who will look after you. There are trainers, there are many colleges, many universities who are hiring trainers, so that the children in colleges and universities can train good. And there are health and fitness trainer, and also there are yoga trainer. Now there will be many people who will be saying, like, we don't want to go in teaching category, we don't want to go in administrative parts, we don't want to be a trainer, but they are good in playing, they can be a good player. So physical education also gives you the opportunity to be a player. So you can represent your state, you can represent your country if you are good in sports as well. You can be a good sports person who you can participate in national and international sports tournament. And if after that, you are also eligible, for the various government job, like in CISF, railways, Delhi police, CRPF. These are the organizations which provides the sports person a good government job. And they can play for them. Like you have seen, there are many competitions in cricket and football where the teams of railways, Delhi police, CRPF, they participate. So basically they are hiring people, they're hiring sports person in that particular sports, and they are playing for them and they are paying for it. Okay, so this is the one of the good opportunities, because the sports person, they are giving their life, they're giving their all the time in training, in improving themselves in sports. So they hardly find any time to read so that they can get a good job. But this government organizations, they are giving them ample amount of opportunities, so they don't have to, they with their sports skills they can get into these jobs. And also there are many amateur sports transform into commercialized games, and many sports over professional leagues. Today we are living in a time where the professional leagues have come into play, like IPL, one of the famous leagues of the world, where people are getting crores and crores of rupees, and even if you're taking a good cash, then you're earning in lakhs. So these professional leagues have raised the standard of sports in our country, like IPL, ICL, BPL, WKL, etc. So sports person, they earn very good money nowadays, and professionally participating in above league will surely give them a huge, financial support. So being a sports person is also a very good option, career option in physical education, I must say. So as a professional player and self business, what you can do, you can join any professional club or any professional team, like, and you can play for them. They will pay you. You can also be official for private organization or matches, like what we see in our day-to-day life, like in the local club tournament or in the state level tournament. There are officials like umpires in cricket matches, referees in other games. So you can be that, and you can also earn good amount of money from that. Business of sports good, like if you have a good, you know command over sports, if you know things in sports, then you can also open your own business where you can sell the sports good. And also you can get a government job in Delhi Police, CRPF, CISF, paramilitary and military forces in sports quota as well, as I've already discussed. Like if you're good in sports, you earlier you didn't have any time, to study so that you can get a good government job. But with sports, you can apply in this category as well. You can be a sports physiotherapist, you can be a sports psychologist, you can be a sports dietitian. Nowadays sports is totally professional. It's not just in the hand of a sports person, to just go and perform, and to do good for the country or for the club he's playing. But behind him there are many people who are working, behind the screen. And these people are the sports physiotherapists who are looking after them, the sports psychologists who are looking after the mental status of that particular sports person. There are dietitians who are looking after the specific diet what that particular sports person is supposed to consume. So nowadays, in sports, you can get plethora of job opportunities. Okay, now let's see what are the other job opportunities that are left in this particular field. A student of physical education and sports can avail other career opportunities. They can also be sports journalist. Like you have seen in televisions, there are many sports channels or there are many news channels in which the particular person who is relaying the news of sports are basically from sports background, and they are generally kept. They are specifically kept for the purpose of sports news only. You can be a sports broadcaster, you can be in a sports marketing, you can also be a good businessman, sports good businessman. You can also be a sports psychologist, you can be a sports physiotherapist, you can be a sports sociologist, you can also be a sports biomechanics analyzer, and also a sports dietitian. There is another field which is also known as sports medicine, in which there are medicine made specifically for the injuries occurred in sports field. And also you can be a sports researcher after doing your PhD. So you know there are many opportunities which people generally do not know. What we think, being a layman, we think like if we are in sports and we need to only play, we will always spend our time in playing in open fields. We are good for nothing, we don't do anything good in life. So those who think that this is merely a misconception in sports, we can do a lot and we can earn a lot, if we just keep aside the stereotyped profession what we do in our country, that is medical and engineering. We can earn a lot, and we can also take care of ourselves, our family, with this profession as well. We have a lot more to offer to our society than you think. Okay, so that was the other opportunities in sports. Now I have talked about many of the degrees in physical education, like the diploma, the bachelor's, and the master's or the PhD in physical education. Now we will look after the institutions who generally provide us the degrees. So I have noted down some of the few good institutes from which we can opt for the degrees of physical education of our desire. So let's have a look at it. So this is the list. The first list is but obvious, Lakshmibai National Institute of Physical Education, famously known as LNIP Gwalior. the Makkah Madina of physical education in our country. So here you can get almost every course available in physical education, and this is one of the most premium institutes of physical education you will get in our country. So you can go for bachelor's, you can go for master's, PhD, diplomas, MA, MSc courses in physical education and sports sciences. You can go for yoga courses here. So there are n number of courses available in this particular institute. Next comes Indira Gandhi Institute of Physical Education, which is situated in Delhi, and then Tamil Nadu Physical Education Sports University, and this is in Chennai. Department of Physical Education, Punjab University, Chandigarh. Department of Physical Education, Teacher Education and Learning, Postgraduate College, which is in Punjab, Chandigarh. Aligarh Muslim University, one of the renowned universities of our country. Swarnim Gujarat Sports University, and Department of Physical Education of BHU. Lakshmibai National College of Physical Education, Trivandrum, Kerala. YMCA College of Physical Education, which is in Chennai as well. The Lakshmibai National Institute of Physical Education. The NERC Center of LNIP Gwalior, which is situated in Guwahati. Professor Gursevak Singh Government College of Physical Education, Patiala. Shahid Kansi Ram College of Physical Education, Bhaggu Majra, which is in Mohali, Punjab, which also offers MPEd for 2 years, and BPE is the 4 year course. There are other courses of diploma as well in this college, and as you can see, there are many other colleges. If you want to go for sports coaching, and if you want to be a good coach, then you can join NSNIS Patiala for the courses in diploma. And there are many other private institutions and universities which provide with the degrees of physical education. Okay, at last, we are going to discuss what are the qualities of a physical education teacher. I won't be wrong if I'll say a physical education teacher is a role model for students, because a student, he always or she always look after a physical education teacher in his school, or if he or she is studying in a college, then he always look after his physical education teacher, because a physical education teacher or a professor in physical education is one of the most, most favorite teacher in a whole school setup, because they know their student well. They spend quality time with their students, and they basically know how to come up, how to get the best of a student. And a student is always, they are always free to talk to a physical education teacher. So being a physical education teacher is a very tough job, and they have to, sometimes they have to perform a dual role in institutions as well. They have to be a teacher, and they have to be, they have to maintain a good standard in school, the decorum and everything. So what are the qualities that is required to be a good physical education teacher? The first thing is the physical fitness. A physical education teacher has to be physically fit, because if you will say, like, if a maths teacher doesn't know how to, how to add and subtract, then he's of no good. Similarly, if a physical education teacher is not physically fit, then definitely he's not good, because he would be a role model for the society, and people, they will look at to him, so, and they will get inspiration from him. So if a physical education teacher is not good itself, then they can't be a good role model. And his or her personality should motivate the students to stay healthy, and to stay physically fit. Next thing is the model character. A physical education teacher is a born leader. Okay, so if you are in sports, this some of the qualities are, will come, automatically into you, like the leadership quality, like the decision making quality. You have to, you have to do challenging tasks. You have to always, motivate your students to take, decisions. You can't be unbiased. So you have to be a model character in front of everyone. Okay, you have to have some of the interpersonal skills, like you have to be good in interactive skills. You have to, have a good body language. You don't have to always, demean others. You have to be always positive. You have to interact with the students. You have to interact with the parents. You have to be good in communication as well. And again, it comes like the communication skills. When I'm talking about leadership, a physical education teacher is always a good leader. So for being a good leader, you have to have a good communication skills, because in physical education there are activities that needs a good explanation. So you have to impart theoretical knowledge as well, you have to explain the practical part also before doing it. So if you won't have a good communication, then you can't impart good knowledge into your students. And for boosting your student up also, you need to have a good communication. This is the one of the best thing that I like. A physical education teacher has to be patient and has to be adaptable always, because patience and adaptability are two qualities which every physical education teacher should have, because it helps you in good decision making. And there are students who are from different levels of society, who are having different mentalities. So if you don't have good amount of patience, or you can't adapt to different situations, then you may react to the situation differently. But you can't do that if you are a teacher. So you have to be always patient. You can't run up to things. You can't just panic in situations. So these two qualities are always handy if you have it. Organization skills. Being a physical education teacher is always a tough task, because here you don't have only, you can't just rely on your teaching or your coaching, but you have to be good in organizational skill as well, because you have to organize tournaments. You have to make good decisions while organizing these tournaments. So you have to be good in this, because you these are the skills which every physical education teacher have to have. Next is enthusiasm. A physical education teacher has to be enthusiastic always. You have to keep your activity interesting. You can't let go, your class, you know, as a boring class. Always try to be competitive, be cooperative. You always have to motivate your students, and unless you are full with enthusiasm yourself, you can't motivate your students to do, physical activities, to learn things in teamwork and friendship. The next qualities one should have is a physical quality. Like you have to be physically fit. Your cognitive skill, your knowledge, everything has to be in a good level. And you have to demonstrate certain things. And if you can perform a particular skill, then children will also learn it efficiently. And the last thing, what a physical education teacher should have, is creativity. You have to be creative enough, so that you can make a particular skill, or you can make a particular topic interesting. Because being a teacher, you should know like how you can teach a similar thing in 10 different ways. Because it may happen like in a class, if you're teaching something in a certain way, like the students are not getting, maybe some of them are getting, but there will be many who aren't. So you have to teach them differently. Unless you're creative, you can't teach them, you can't teach them in a proper way. So you have to be creative in physical education. As we all know, physical education is not about teaching the theory aspect, but also you have to look out for your skill proficiency as well. So you have to be creative in that as well. So this were the qualities of a physical education teacher, what I feel one should always have. And we also discussed about the different career opportunities, and which are available in this field. So I think after hearing me and after looking at this video, you will be seeing physical education in differently, because still there are many people who look physical education as a taboo, because they think if we take physical education, our career is just spoiled, and we can't do anything in our career. So but I must say there are many things what we can do, and a physical education expert or a physical education teacher, or a student of physical education has a lot to offer than we think. So thank you so much for listening. Please, if you have any doubts regarding this career, or if you have any general doubt regarding physical education or anything regarding physical education, please comment in the drop box, and I will be very happy to answer you. So till then, till we meet again, thank you so much for listening. Be safe. Thank you.